Welcome to Hello English Teacher. Today let's look at the line by line explanation of the poem A Roadside Stand, written by Robert Frost, Part 2. So we saw how the people understand through the news that they'll all be gathered together, all their poor relatives will be taken out together to some other parts of the village so they can live a better life. So to live in villages next to the theater and store. So they come to know through the news that they will be shifted to places in the villages near the theater or some other store so that there are lots of people around and they can come and buy their goods and earn money. So where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. That means they will not have to worry about their selling or things, and automatically people will buy their goods and they will be able to earn money. So they don't have to keep worrying about themselves as to how they're going to earn. While greedy good doers, beneficent beasts of prey. Now here, greedy good doers, it's an oxymoron because greedy means selfish. Good doers means people who pretend to do good. So usually it is the politicians and the officials or the bureaucrats who pretend that they are doing good to the poor people, but in reality they are the ones who get everything by making these poor people work. Similarly, beneficent beasts of prey is also an oxymoron because beneficent means something that gives use, and beasts of prey means animals that hunt other animals for their own food. So all these refer to the politicians or people in power who just make these poor people work and get the benefits for themselves. So such people promise a lot of things to these poor people. These greedy good doers and beneficent beasts of prey swarm over their lives. Swarm over means keep circling and coming around again and again. Their lives means the poor people's lives or the rural people's lives, enforcing benefits. Enforcing benefits means giving them false promises, telling them that all the things we do are for your benefit. So they keep telling them these things and extract work out of them. Now they give them a lot of promises that are calculated to suit them out of their wits. They tell them in such a way that it suits them. That means it calms them down and it makes them not to think anymore. All their intellect is gone off. Out of their wits means they are unable to answer them anything. So the people promise them such things that these poor people take them for granted and they are not able to answer them back or question them anymore. And by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. By teaching them how to sleep means these politicians or people in power, what they do, they tell these people how to work and they work all day. The poor people work all day, day and night, and the people who made them do this are happily sleeping in their homes, doing nothing. Destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. What is this? The ancient way. In the days before, all the people, the poor people, they used to have a very normal life. They work all day and sleep in the night peacefully. But after these people come and tell them to do a lot of things, they do so much of work that they lose their peace of mind. They lose most of their things. They lose their happiness because all these have been taken away by the people who promise them or have given them all the fake promises. So the people in power actually make these poor people do a lot of work for them and finally give them nothing except loss of peace and sleep. Sometimes I feel myself I can hardly bear the thought of so much childish longing in vain. So the poet is saying that he can hardly bear the pain of these poor people because they have so much of childish longing. What is childish longing? Longing means something that you want very badly. something that you keep on asking again and again, like children. Because once you promise them something, they keep you reminding of it and they keep on asking you. Similarly, these poor people or the owners of these roadside stands, they keep on waiting and looking for people coming to their shops and getting something so that they can earn money. So the longing is there in them continuously. They want somebody to come to their shops and buy some goods so that they can earn money. But all these are in vain. In vain means they're of no use. So this is what saddens the poet very badly, and he says that he cannot bear this pain of these poor people because though they long something, it's all of no use. The sadness that lurks near the open window there. So he's saying that these poor people are sad, and this sadness is lurking, means it's staying around for some time near their open windows. Open windows because the people just wait near the windows to see if somebody is coming or not, that waits all day in almost open prayer. So people are waiting near the windows, sadly praying for people to come and stop by their shop and buy some goods. For the squeal of brakes, the sound of a stopping car. So what is that that makes them feel happy? They want to hear the squeal of brakes. Squeal means the noise made by the braking of a car or something, or the sound of a stopping car. So they're waiting for these sounds so that it'll make them feel happy, yes, that somebody has come to our shop and they are going to buy some goods from us. So of all the thousand selfish cars that pass, just one to inquire what a farmer's prices are. So many cars pass by through the um, roadside shop, but then out of that, maybe one would stop to ask what the farmer's prices are. What is farmer's price? When these villagers grow their fruits and vegetables, they come and sell it to the shop for a certain amount of money. So that's called the farmer's price, because when these goods are taken to the city, additional values are added and the rate of these things changes. So that's why people will want to know what is the original value of these goods that are sold in the roadside stand. And one did stop, but only to plow up grass in using the yard to back and turn around. And the poet says that one car stopped to ask the farmer's price, and another car also stopped just to pull out the grass while using that yard. Yard means that open space near the house to turn the car and go around. So it is not for buying any goods, and another to ask the way where it was bound. So there might be another car also that stopped because it wanted to know where that road is taking people to. I mean, where the road is bound to. So none of them had stopped for buying any goods. And another to ask, could they sell it a gallon of gas? So the poet is asking, another car also stopped, but it wanted to ask the shopkeepers if they would sell them a gallon of gas. Gallon is a measure. Gas means gasoline or petrol. So they couldn't this crossly. They had none, didn't they see it? So the poet is asking in a very angry tone or an irritated tone. So this is a shop which sells wild berries and vegetables. So can't they see it? Can't the people see it? And they're asking for a gallon of gas. So this is what made the poet feel irritated. No, in country money, the country scale of gain. So he's saying that the money according to the country people, the country scale of gain, that means the amount of profit the people in the villages have gained compared to the profit earned by the people in the city, the requisite lift of spirit has never been found. So the required happiness has never been found by these poor people or the rural people, because they say that whatever they earn is very less compared to what the people in the city earn. Or so the voice of the country seems to complain. And the poet feels that the people of the country, the rural folk, are complaining that the scale of gain compared to what people earn in the city is very high compared to what they are earning in the villages. So this is a complaint made by the rural folk according to the poet. So now a poet says, I can't help owning the great relief it would be to put these people at one stroke out of their pain. So he's so saddened by the plight of these people that he is saying that he would get great relief if he would be able to put the pain of these people out, if he would be able to remove the pain of these people at one stroke. And then the next day, as I come back into sane. So what is he saying? The next day, once when he come back into his senses, once he becomes conscious, I wonder how I should like you to come to me. So he wants somebody to come and tell him that and offer to put me gently out of my pain. So he wants somebody to come and tell him that the person is ready to help him to remove his pain. So first thing is he wanted to remove the pain of these poor people at one stroke. And according to the poet, he says that death is the only way by which the pain can be removed. So after doing such an act, he says that when he comes back to his normal senses, he wants somebody to come and tell him that they are going to offer him some relief by removing all the pain that he too had undergone thinking about these poor people. So, the Roadside Stand is a poem dedicated to all the rural people who want to earn a lot of money but are unable to. So, Robert Frost is so pitiful towards them that he wants to help them some way to remove all their pain. The tone of the poem is sympathy, sadness, and social criticism. I hope you liked today's video. For more interesting and informative videos, do subscribe to Hello English Teacher. Thank you for watching.